Super Mario Maker 2 Story Mode 4 years later. Is it going to hold up? As we go through the game, I'll talk about everything from level design to what I want in a Mario Maker 3 and so much more. Enjoy. All right, Toad, you got some jobs? Downhill battle, level 1, 1-star difficulty. I'm excited to see if these levels are still creative. I remember really enjoying them the first time, but I might have just been super hyped that the game had just released. And I'll be honest, I kind of rushed through these levels too. Okay, we get a little mushroom, ground pound there. Oh yeah, that's satisfying. I love that they started with slopes. Slopes were like the biggest deal for the game because they weren't a thing in the previous game. So they start us off with the slopes right away. That's cool. Okay, we got our little fire flower. Oh, that sound effect's so creepy. I love that they embraced it though. There's two ways to go about it. If you're Nintendo, right? You can embrace that your game is like really weird and people use it to make those weird sounds. Okay, they're showing off here that you can attach a star to a checkpoint, which is actually something that I see a lot of makers, they just forget about that. Okay, we gotta get that 10 coin. It's in a blue pipe somewhere. Or in a pipe somewhere, maybe it's up? Oh, I think I was supposed to, I know what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to use the star to get up here. Let's see if we can cheese it a little bit. Here we go, cheesy time! Oh, maybe not. Ah, it was to get that big old coin. It worked out. Alright, let's see. Is it this one? It must be this one. They're trying to make it friendly and obvious for the first one here. Sub area. Very nice. Very standard. Alright, we got our 2 big star coins. See, from the very start, you could tell that they wanted those 10 coins to be like star coins. They wanted the big coins to be the same kind of feel as the star coins. I just don't understand why they didn't end up making it a thing where you can show how many you've collected. That would have been such a great addition. Just putting on the screen the UI to show there are 3 in this level, get all 3. Or there are only 2 in this level, get the 2. Or there's 0. If you had the AI on the screen, it would just make it so much better and feel like it meant something. Okay, we got the coins. Let's go talk to Toadette, the chief. She's gonna steal my coins. That's my lunch money. Okay, we're gonna build the foundation. Yeah, I'm sure. There's nothing else to really do, is there? Okay, she took my money and there they go. Off to work. Construction started. We're gonna keep going while you make the money. Okay, so I'm the sugar daddy of this operation and they're the muscle. Okay, Taskmaster Toad, you can do the same job, but you won't get paid for it, but you still get the coins that are in there. Got it. I'm just gonna go to the next one. On-off switch, research expedition. Okay, we're in the Super Mario Bros. 1 style. You can see that we're not able to get this one, so boop, we gotta use that. I love that Nintendo designs their levels in a way where you have to use the mechanic in a safe spot like this. There's nothing that's gonna hurt me here, so it gives me the time to figure out, okay, how do I do the things they want me to do? And then they slowly add some danger, like right there, if I don't hit the switch, I'm gonna get chomped real bad by these piranha plants. Okay, gotta do this to open it up. Yeah, on-off switches, total game changers, by the way. I think that they add so much variety to Mario Maker 2 levels, add so much creativity. I feel like most of the really good ideas that I see have some sort of on-off switch in them. And then here, what do we got? Oh yeah, get that over there. Come on. Bounce it up. Come to Papa. All right. I love these. These are just like fun little ideas. You know what? These still do hold up. I was worried that it was going to be like, oh yeah, none of these levels are interesting anymore. But a lot of levels actually still take inspiration and creativity that were in these story mode levels and build on them. Okay, I've got a star. I'm going. I'm going. Sideways trampolines, super fun. Just that little extra bounce. Okay, we gotta kick this turtle. So long, turtle. Oh, yes, and they're showing us right away that you can create something like this where it just auto switches back and forth. Okay. Gotta get the timing right. And money. Okay, we got another 154 here. Excellent. We're 1% done with the castle. Almost done, team. Okay, what else you got for me? You want jobs? I got jobs. 3D World. Man, I remember being so excited. Like, 3D World, this is it. This is going to change everything. It's going to be so cool. But I think, honestly, it was my least favorite game style to create in because it was so much more limited than the other styles. The semi-solids, you could only do one. It couldn't overlap with anything. That being said, there are still some really cool ideas, especially with the updates that they added later. Really, really cool stuff. See, we can't do this in other styles. Little roll here. Okay, let's see. We gotta get... Oh, here we go. Cat bell. Now we can scratch our way through. I do like the cat bell, for sure. I love that they included it in the Mario movie. It's just so silly. Okay, I totally blew that. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting that. Oh, man. I was too busy talking about the Mario movie, and then I lost my cat bell. Oh, well. Onward and upward. Okay, back into the pipe. Let's go back to the main zone. We got our... Should I go back for that 10 coin? I'm going back. Okay, I love this. The fact that Mario can climb on the semi-solids is the Cat Mario. I definitely like that. That's something I didn't see enough of. There are so many levels where they use the masks, but one thing I didn't see enough of was Cat Mario, while using a mask, having to climb, then jump and shoot a cannonball, and then climb, like with no ground. That's definitely a cool combination and mechanic that I think people didn't take enough advantage of. All right, I'm gonna grab these, and we've got this exclamation mark block. I think these were a really cool addition too. I think my biggest problem was that a lot of these things could have been implemented in all the game styles, but instead they wanted to kind of gate them into just the 3D World style. It was like they're like, no, really, this style is super cool. It's got all this cool stuff, but it would have been way better if it was in all the styles, and they brought in things from the retro styles into 3D World also. I think that's my biggest gripe with the game in general. I think there's so much potential to do awesome stuff. And there's still awesome stuff in the game, don't get me wrong. But I think just that one step further, have everything be in every style. I think they could have done it. Maybe they ran out of time. I don't really know. These blocks are really cool. I think they could, in every style, would be really great. All right, climb on up and let's get the gold. Okay, we got a lot of coins here. We're up to 389. And foundation, come on. Hey-oh! Foundation complete. It's looking good. Good job, Toad boys. And Toadette lady. Okay, what are we doing next? It's gonna be rock solid. What should we do first? We have not enough money for any of these. I think the main hall. Well, let's see. Let's see how much money we can collect in this next one. 2 more jobs here. Oh, advice? Talk to the... Yeah, okay. You know, we'll go in order. Under the Angry Sun. Same kind of thing like with the whole night mode. Like Angry Sun with the moon and everything. Having the night modes in the retro styles. It just feels like 3D Worlds was... It just wasn't complete. It didn't feel like it fit into the game to me. So my biggest hope for Mario Maker 3, all this to say, my biggest hope for Mario Maker 3 is another game style. I want them to put Wonder in. I think it's going to be really hard for them to do that, to be honest. Because I don't know. Wonder just looks like it's going to be all sorts of random stuff all the time. Oh, if I had my flying hat. Oh, there it is. Oh no! Okay, we'll try again. Desert theme. What other themes? Okay, we got the Angry Sun, jump on over him. The desert theme was super fun addition for Mario Maker 2. And the other themes that I would love to see in Mario Maker 3 when it comes out our beach theme, volcano theme. I think like a proper mountain theme would be cool. What else? Like maybe like a sewer theme. Like I know we have kind of the poison in the jungle, but I think a sewer theme would be really cool. Maybe like a, I don't know why this is coming to mind, but like a candy theme. Whee! A candy theme would be really cool. Okay, we're gonna grab this 10 coin. Yoink! What other themes? I feel like there's so many that have been in past games. But those are the ones I can think of in terms of like the background. I think it would also be really, really smart for the next game if... Oh! That was a close call. It'd be really smart for the next game if you were able to kind of mix and match. Maybe it's like an advanced mode where once you've made a certain amount of levels, right? Then something unlocks that lets you use different tiles from the different themes. So just for example, let's say we've made 10 levels, maybe gotten a certain amount of likes or something, I don't know, or just made 10 levels in general. Then now we can use our grass tiles with the desert background. Kind of mix and match the themes a little bit better. Because as it is right now, it just feels like every level starts to look pretty similar. That would just open up so many more possibilities for what kind of levels you could make, what it could look like, what it could feel like, without doing a whole lot of work. Maybe they just use a different menu for the decorations or to swap what kind of tiles you're using where. I know it'd be overwhelming for new players, so that's why I propose that it would be a thing that you don't add in until you've already created 10 levels. All right, let's get back into it. The mystery of the Haunted Manor. That Angry Sun level was okay. It is what it is. Okay, let's jump in here. We've got our spike tops now. There are coins there. Do I trust it? Let's go. Nope. But they are showing how to use the sound effects here pretty well. If you're going to do something like that, make sure you tell the player, nope, that wasn't it. So don't try that again. So we're going to go in here. We got a P-switch, a boo. Man, I hope they add some other enemies too in Mario Maker 3. There's a really cool one called the boo block. Basically, the boo turns into a block whenever you are looking at it, and whenever you're not looking at the boo, it just acts like a normal boo. So you can actually use it to platform up and do cool stuff. I think something like that is definitely missing, like a dynamic enemy that turns into terrain. That's something that we have not seen in Mario Maker, really. I mean, I guess you could argue right now that Yoshi's walking on a muncher, which is both enemy and kind of terrain, but I think it's different because you have to use either Yoshi or Star for this. Okay, chompy chompy. Let's get these guys. I need that P-switch. That's what I need. Back in here, I'm going to get this P-switch with Yoshi's tongue. These could become coins, but I don't... No, yeah. So we bring this here. So this is kind of the first, like, puzzle that Nintendo's showing us here in story mode, and I like it. Mario Maker puzzles are really cool. I think they're super fun. Oh, there's a P-door. There's a lot of P-doors. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm going to bring this with me. See how high we can get up here. Okay, we ran out of space. Go, go. Quickly. I want to get to the P-door. Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's okay. Now we're going to go around this way. I think the doors are a distraction. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to go fast. Got to go fast. No! Oh, so close. So close. Yet so far. I needed to use some of the tech to, like, go if you like lick while you're moving backwards, it makes you go faster somehow. Yeah. There's like a very specific way to do it. You can like look forward, but get a little boost backwards. And that's the end, huh? And we have done it. I like that course a lot. I love how the very ending makes it so that you're back in the kind of the original look. It's the same level, but now you can see both sides instead of being stuck in the middle. That was cool. Okay, we got 208 coins now. Let's keep on going, Toad. I need more coins over here. Underground coin collecting. Ooh, this is a 3-star difficulty. Okay, we got to get all the 30 coins. Man, clear conditions. I was the most excited about clear conditions. I thought that was going to be the coolest thing, the biggest game changer. But the way it was implemented was not the best. The fact that you can't have any checkpoints while having a clear condition, that really, really messes with things and makes almost all clear condition levels just feel tedious. Because if you mess up once, it's game over. This is a fun little callback to original Mario. I'm gonna get going here. Okay, what's up here in the top door? We got Pom Pom. Pom Pom's a cool boss in concept, but I think it's like too, I want to say baby mode, where it's like, it's a little too obvious which one's the real one, which one's the fake one. I think it'd be cool if like it was closer, a little harder to distinguish, or maybe if you could have different difficulties for Pom Pom. That'd be a really cool addition in general. If all the different bosses could have different difficulties, instead of it all just being like, all right, once you get used to it, it's easy. I think it'd be really cool to mix it up. All right, we are going into door number 3. What do we got over here? Some ant troopers, huh? Let's see if my star can make quick work of these guys. Okay, I got 2 of them, which is probably going to be enough. And we'll grab the last coin. I like the concept of this level because each room looks similar, but there's something different about each one in terms of which enemy you have to deal with. So now we got the big boy Goombas. Alright, we got rid of the threats. Time to gather the sweet, sweet gold. Delicious gold. Alright, all coins have been collected. Now all we gotta do is leave. Well, like I was saying, levels like this are tedious because if you... Let's say you missed 1 coin, you gotta backtrack. And if it's not a level like this where there's a hub world in the 4 different doors, let's say you missed 1 coin at the very beginning of the level, it's super tedious to go back and look through everything just for 1 coin. Or if you make tons of progress, you get to the end, then you die or something. There's no checkpoint. You have to start from the beginning. I think if Nintendo's able to think about how to implement them better, clear conditions will be the amazing game changer I wanted them to be. All right, we've got West Hall going. Let's do some more jobs. Get that sweet money. We've done our first 6 levels. We've got level 7 coming on up. All right, our first Super Mario Bros. 3 style level here. And they're introducing claws were a new idea in Mario Maker 2. So they're introducing the idea of the claws. Man, they really are trying to make sure you know that checkpoint can add the different power-ups to it. I need some sort of power-up. Oh, I needed a Koopa shell. Well, I smashed all the Koopas. Going on. Yay. Okay, this was a little short and sweet level. I think the main point of that level was just to get used to how the claws function, because when they first came out, they were really like kind of weird to understand how to jump, timing of the swing and when to jump, which direction to hold. Probably my least favorite level so far. It just seemed kind of forgettable. Okay, we've got a Goomba shoe. These are high up here. Mushroom time. All right. I think shoe Goombas are underutilized in levels that I see. I know they're out there, but I think they're like really cool and interesting, especially the big shoes that you're probably going to see in a little bit. And the flying, like there's a lot of great variation in the Goomba shoes that I feel like people haven't tapped into all the way yet. Okay, we've got a piranha plant. Oh, I thought I could smack that one. Okay. Maybe I just missed. Okay, here we go. Big Goomba shoe. This is what I'm talking about. You can ground pound with a big Goomba shoe. I love that little cloud comes out and just destroys even munchers. And then the healed Goomba shoe, the big heal one. Oh. The clouds even make the mushroom pop up. These are so cool. I just don't know why people don't use them more often. I feel like the Goomba shoe and all its variations are is like the most underrated item. Is it an item? It's underrated. Okay, we're going up. I want those coins. I've seen some really cool levels that use the flying Goomba shoe and on-off blocks. So basically you fly and you hit Mario's head on the on-off block, and that makes you stick, and then you've got to jump. So it's like platforming, but you get stuck inside of the blocks. It's really cool. All right. Solid. We gathered a good amount of coins in that one, I think. Are you guys stoked for Super Mario Bros. Wonder? I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be complete game changer, pun intended. Oh, main hall, floor 1 complete. Excellent. 13%. Oh, man, I'm flying through this. Job's done. Do I need to talk to you? It's looking good. All right. Oh, I can zoom out. I have enough to go for the East Hall. All right. Yeah, I'm really making some progress here. I don't remember how long the whole story mode takes. I thought there were like 100 levels or so. Feels like we're flying through though. Okay, Keymaster. Ooh, this looks like a tough one. Ghost House, Super Mario World. I can't decide what my favorite game style is. You know what? I think it is Super Mario World. I feel like this game style is really cool. I'm gonna bring this back. I have a feeling I'm gonna use this to get up into this pipe. Let's see what's up here. Got any secrets? Aha! Okay. I gotta get the POW inside of this clown car so that I can get in here and yoink the key. Yoink. I love puzzles. Alright, we've got 1 key. I think we need like 5. It's a lot of keys for this one. Let's see what else we got going on. Conveyor belts, different blocks. So I think the whole point of this level, we go into a pipe and then we have to see what we need. So this one's a P-switch, so we can turn all those blocks into coins. So let's grab that one. Okay, I hope in Mario Maker 3 there's like way more playable characters. So Mario Maker 1 had these amiibo costumes, which transformed you into something that looked different, but you didn't necessarily do anything different, which I think is fine. I would like to see that, just more Mario characters. But I think it'd be really, really cool if you could just have different Mario characters to play. It's all cosmetic anyway, so why not let us be Daisy or even playable Yoshi? Well, I guess it might be weird if a Yoshi's riding a Yoshi. But it'd be really awesome to have just the roster of Mario characters to play as. I think that would make the game feel a little bit more fun. I don't know if I even need an item for this one. There we go. Conveyor belts. Okay, do we just have one more, I think? We've got this one. Oh, two more? A lot of coins, or a lot of keys. Okay, this is a super bouncy thing. You know what I'm excited for in Wonder? This made me think of it. In Wonder, the note blocks make it so that you can only... Like, it doesn't bounce you all the time like this. It looks like you can just run on top of them, and then when you feel like jumping, you get a super tall jump. I think that's great, because I remember being kind of frustrated with some note blocks. Sometimes they get really annoying. Okay, what's my gamble? I'm going to bring a P-switch. I haven't done a P-switch thing in a while. See what these munchers have in store for us. But Mario Bros. Wonder is looking really cool. I'm excited to see where they go. Oof. Okay, I need a POW. Why did I think a P-switch? POWs destroy munchers, so it's pretty obvious that I should have gotten a POW instead. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up because I don't want to waste it right away. Alright. We got one more. I definitely don't want to die here and have to restart the whole level. That would be terrible. I'm gonna gamble on the P-switch again. Come on, P-switch. I know you can do it, P-switch. Do I need anything? Oh, yeah. You know what? I think anything would have worked here. A power P-switch. Maybe not the trampoline. Maybe the trampoline. But we got him. We got 1 billion keys. So let's go... Let's go do something with them. Let's go open 1 million doors. Here's a P-switch. Oh, I forgot I could just come back here to get a mushroom whenever. I was like afraid to die. Okay, got it. We got all the keys. You know, this is a little bit tedious here on Nintendo's end. I know there are a lot of levels that do this where you have to just go through so many doors, but a little bit tedious. That's nice of them to let you finish the level if you didn't get all the keys. But since we did, we're gonna get all this sweet, sweet gold. Delicious. Oh yeah, showing off that music. Huh? Do you guys see that coin up there? There's a big coin up there. Oh, I missed it. I guess I could have brought a POW or something with me. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do and then throw it up to get that big old coin. Yay, toads are so happy. I've done it. All right, West Hall 1F is done. Green Toad, excellent work. Okay, I need more money, I think. Bonsai Bill ambush. Yeah, the Bonsai Bills... Seeing them able to come out of the background to come at you, that was so cool. There's so many really great ideas for Mario Maker 2 that just, when in practicality, over the long term, just didn't really help the entire community, didn't really make the game have a long lifespan. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like Nintendo has to balance what's going to be really cool, a really cool first impression, like bonsai bills and changing their directions and stuff. In theory, that sounds really cool, but then it's kind of hollow. There's not a whole lot you can actually do with it, unfortunately. Like, I think they're already showing off everything you can really do. Maybe there's a couple more ideas with them, but I would love to see things that they can, basically things that synergize well with other horse parts that already exist. That's the secret. If you can make it work with things that are already in place, then you're going to have a really, really good element to use. All right. Nope. Oopsies. Oh, that's the end already. Oh. Short and sweet. Okay, East Hall's getting a little bit closer. Do I have enough money to do anything? Chief? No, I need a lot of money for that. More jobs, please. Seesaw catapults. It is. We've got our seesaws. These are new too, or were new for Mario Maker 2 compared to Mario Maker 1. I think this was a really good addition. That was a smart thing to add. It synergizes well with different things. I think it's way better than the Bonsai Bill edition. Even though Bonsai Bill you think is like, man, that's really cool looking. Just doesn't have as much variety as these seesaws in terms of what you can do with them. So hear me out. What if they figured out a way to make the Mario movie into a style for Mario Maker 3? I think that'd be really cool. I kind of think Mario Odyssey 2 is gonna be in that art style. Obviously, they're trying to change the art style, make it feel fresh and different, and they did that with Wonder. It looks very different than what we had previously. But I think the play, to make sense and to kind of go with the movie, try to make the art style that same as the movie. Okay, I'm gonna just ground pound through here. Now we get to launch this up. I love this too, that it's different weight, right? So this piranha plant's heavier than Mario, but I can ground pound and give it a launch. Seesaws are awesome. I think people don't appreciate the seesaws enough for all the things that they can do. I'm curious. What's up here? Oh. Oh, that's risky. Worth it! Okay, we got the big old 30 coin. And, yep. Oh. Hey, there we go. We are up to 769 coins. We need 1,200. But the East Hall is now done. Nice work, Blue Toad. Excellent. We can't go in, obviously, because I'm not done yet. Uh-oh. The eraser. Hey, kid. This guy's creepy. I think he gives me levels or jobs, but not yet. Tunnel to the dark side of the moon. All right, let's do it. Is this when I think this is where they start introducing the night mechanics. Yeah, it must be. Night themes, one of the best additions to Mario Maker 2. Having the different gameplay mechanics that you can add in, really awesome. I love it. I know it would be confusing. I understand the argument against this, but I think it'd be really cool to have the look of the night theme without necessarily having to force the mechanic. Like if we could do this, but right side up, I think it'd be really cool. And one of the ones I love the most is the castle. The nighttime castle theme in Mario Bros. 3 is so beautiful. Oh, was I supposed to have a shell somewhere? Let's see. Is there a shell back here? Oh, yeah. Come here, Shelly boy. Oh! Well, that was silly. Okay, we got that coin. Let's keep on going. Oops. Well, squandered that right away, huh? Okay, we brought our shell this time. Going this way. Yay! Coins. I like coins. Okay, I'm gonna let this guy do the dirty work for me. Ready? See ya. Oh, maybe I should have used that to throw it upwards. That's okay. Wonder if we can just get all the way to the end. Ooh, a door. Gotta use the seesaw to get the door. Oh, almost. Hey, in we go. And there's the end. A nice quick one. Okay, we're up to almost 1,000. Okay, we got another job here. What do we got? Dry bone shell. Love it. Let's go. I think the night modes in Mario Maker 2 are so awesome. It's like one of the best additions of the game for sure. But I do think there is like one or two that were kind of not thought through all the way. I feel like the underwater night theme and the ghost house night theme, everything's just dark. I get having one of them. If it were me, I would keep the ghost house night theme where everything's dark, but I don't think I've ever seen or heard anyone say like, you know what's super fun? Swimming around in the dark and not knowing where you're supposed to go. So I would do something else. Maybe like underwater night, somehow make swimming way faster. Like they kind of fixed that with the frog suit. They made that swimming faster. But maybe something like mechanic related where it makes swimming fun. Because nobody likes swimming levels in general. Not usually anyway. So if they were able to somehow add something in to make swimming actually fun as a night theme instead, I think that's the secret. Alright, what's in this pipe? We got a 10 coin over there. I want it. I want that 10 coin. I like it. Good job, Mario. That's your dinner. You can eat that. Okay. Oh, Bowser! Oops. Well, he did it to himself. I was trying to like ground pound him. But he just decided he wanted to take a swim. Good for you, Bowser. Do we have enough? Yay! We have barely enough. Okay, main hall, second floor. Let's do it. Build it up. Construction has started. Let's get some of those jobs done. I just want to point out something really cool. The music is now different. Because I've gotten to a certain point, the music is changing. I think it's so smart. The music is actually like adapting as I'm building more and more stuff. It's more full. The castle's growing, so the music's also growing. There's new layers being added in. I think that's really clever. All right, we're at 19%. Let's see what Toad's got for us next. Let's keep on going. Okay, we've done the first 2 pages, twisting through the desert sands. I'm assuming this is showing us the night themes. Okay, this is showing us off the twister, which was another new element. I think they catered story mode mostly to people who had played Mario Maker 1. And they really just wanted to show off all the new things that they had in store for Mario Maker 2. Kind of ride the wave of the hype that they built up. So they're showing us how to use this twister. And it is really cool that you kind of get stuck to the ceiling. I've seen a couple of mechanics that use this, some levels that have gimmicks where you're kind of just stuck to the ceiling like that. Okay, we're going to throw this. Uh-oh, my coin! My coin! It's okay. Can we go in here? Let me in. Let me in. Is there a secret in here? Nope. All right, no secrets. But I feel like I need this. You know what? Ooh, what if I stand on it and then jump? Oh, no, there's nothing in that pipe. This pipe is green, though. I bet, yep. Nintendo, always doing their little secrets like that, where if there's a different colored pipe in the middle, that's how you know there's a secret. I do really love how they made coins actually feel important in story mode. Generally, especially one of my biggest complaints when you're playing levels just in course worlds, the coins don't feel like they matter at all. I skip them a lot of the time just because the risk versus reward isn't worth it. So I love how story mode makes every single coin feel like it matters because you need it to keep rebuilding the castle. And I think that's really smart design. Okay, let's see. How do I do this one here? Okay, awesome. What do we got up here? Nothing? All right. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think out loud if there's a way that there'd be a reason to have coins in regular course worlds, just playing through a regular level. I guess the only things I can think of is if you were able to, like, that's a record. There's obviously the world records, there's first clears, but I wonder if there was another thing on there like maximum coins gathered. But the problem with that is if somebody gets every coin in the level and somebody else also gets every coin in the level, there's going to be a million ties for who's got the maximum coins. So then do you make it the first person to get the max coins? I don't know. Not a perfect solution, but definitely something to explore. I know in Endless, the coins really matter. They're really important in Endless because you want to get more lives to continue going on your run. But it's just the course world when you're playing a level by itself, that's when they really feel like they don't matter. Okay, this is awesome. This is one of the first clear conditions they're showing off. They showed off the gather all the coins one. I feel like that one's not as exciting as something like this, where you have to make sure Mario doesn't leave the ground. So let's go here. We gotta go through. Don't grab my claws. Oh no! Oh, that was actually really close. Okay, we're getting this big coin, and then let's check out this door. Excellent. Yeah, I think this is probably one of the best clear conditions they've put in place, is the you can't touch the ground after you leave the ground. Oh, there we go. That's clever. I haven't seen anyone really do stuff like that in level design. Putting things on booze that all fall together like that. That's actually really clever. I wish I could see more of that. Okay, we got the mole. We're riding the mole. He's gonna bounce us up. Yeah, this level's really well designed. Obviously I haven't played this in so long. It's really cool to see that there are still really creative ideas in these levels, even, what, 4.5 years after game release, or 4 years. Nintendo definitely spent a lot of time on these. It's great. Okay, we got to get this ghost out of the way. So climb up here, and then we're going to run under. Ooh. How do you... That's a tricky one right there, huh? All right, going into the middle of these ghosts. The booze. We're gonna need a star or something to run on those munchers. That's a trick right there. I'm not falling for that. Oh, I see. We gotta get the bomb. All right, Bob. Come on, Bob. Explode right there. Oh, yeah. That's clever. I don't see any... Like, people putting stuff on booze, we don't see that, like, at all. People don't use booze like that, typically. Okay, P-switch, we're going to use the thwomp here. Excellent. Don't let these bumpers bump us. Yeah. Man, I'm kind of getting a little bit more inspired just playing through these, of a lot of ideas that I feel like are underexplored. This level has a lot of great stuff. I know some people have done things like this, but not as much as you would expect. Where everything is based off of booze with items attached to them. Enemies or cannons, all sorts of stuff you can do where you have to guide the booze into doing stuff like this. This is great. I'm loving this level. All right. Yay! But again, the biggest problem with a level like this is if I got right to the end and then I accidentally jumped or something and didn't touch, or I touched anything else, touched the ground, then all that time would have been wasted and you have to redo the entire level. So there's definitely got to be a solution for clear conditions in the next game, the next iteration. All right, Toad, what do you got? That's one hot car. Fire Junior Clown Car. Okay. All right, we can jump again, which feels good. Sometimes after playing a clear condition like that, you just get so trapped in it. Okay. We're going to fire through these Goombas. Ooh. So satisfying. Let's see, can we do it again? I love that. Yeah, we really don't see stuff like this either. It's so interesting to me. I'm just fascinated that even after all these times, everybody had access to these levels, right? They probably, I would say the majority of players played through story mode, but still, the Nintendo levels have like a very specific feel to them. There's a very specific charm about the levels that they came up with, and creativity too. No, 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 get away from me. All right. Go down. Okay. Yeah. We got the floor boos here. Let's destroy their platforms. So the Nintendo Switch 2, I'm hoping it comes out next year. That's the hope. I don't know if it's true, but I've seen some stuff that's talking about how it would probably be in March or April of 2024. My original estimate was 2026 because, you know, I'd rather be pleasantly surprised than disappointed, I guess. Let's drop this in. There we go. See ya. Ooh, can I snag it? Woo! Close call. Gotta get these out of the way. Yeah, I just love the way that Nintendo is able to, like, teach you the mechanics that you need to use and then kind of develop them, make it a little bit more challenging or a little bit more interesting each time that you come across a new challenge. Like, you know how to do it. It's the right pacing of the difficulty that it feels like, okay, I totally know what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyway, back to the Nintendo Switch 2. Here's what I'm really hoping for. I'm hoping that it's backwards compatible, because obviously the Switch has been selling super well, so I feel like they'd be dumb to not let you play all of the Nintendo Switch games on it. So I think it's going to be backwards compatible. I think that it's going to be able to play in 1080p and run smoothly. That's a big deal. So right now, there's some frame rate issues like the new games like Tears of the Kingdom and things like that can't quite hang. So I'd love to see that. And I'm trying to think what games they'd have to like release it. Swing, claw, swing. All right, another claw level. Check it out. So I think for the next Switch, it has to have 3D Mario. That's like obviously their biggest IP. That's going to be when they release the next 3D Mario. And you know they've been working on it this whole time. They have to have been. So that's what's going to be the big game to kind of sell it. I think Tears of the Kingdom, obviously, you'll be able to play it. It's going to be very similar to Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild did release on Wii U before the Switch even came out. And then the Switch came out, and they also released it on the Switch. Oh, that Goomba got me. So I'm thinking they're going to have a 3D Mario, brand new, only on the Switch 2, because that gives you incentive to actually like buy it. Oh, oops. Let that Goomba go. Too early. So I'm thinking Mario Odyssey 2 or whatever the new 3D Mario game is will be the kind of the flagship title on the Switch 2. And then they're going to have Tears of the Kingdom, obviously. I don't know what they're going to do about Mario Kart 8 because that was a Wii U game that's just, and they've just kept adding stuff to it. Maybe they'll just keep it going. It just feels like they've had it for so long. But I'm trying to think of other big titles that they'd have to have in order to make it work. I think that would probably be enough to start, but maybe a new Super Smash game would make sense. That might be something that would come out pretty early. And obviously, we all want Mario Maker 3, but I think that would be still a couple years out. All right, we got our key. Let's keep going. All right, Goomba is in the clown car. Come on down. I need that clown car, please. Yoink, thanks. See ya. So I love that this level, the entirety of it, instead of the first time we used claws, the first time was all about us jumping into the claws. You'll notice this time we didn't jump into the claws at all. So they said, okay, we want to show you a completely different way to use claws. And so this one's all about the timing of getting things to pick up and drop out of the claws. So really well done. I love that level. Contrast to the other level too. Second floor complete. Yay! Let's see. Oh, they're so happy. They're dancing. We got a 3 toads up there that need something. So let's go check it out. Which one should we talk to first? Let's go with green. We'll go left to right. Nice organized manner. Oh, you got your own level. Okay, the chief asked me to go in Lakitu's Cloud for the West Hall. I forgot that it kind of worked like this, where they have their own jobs you got to do. So we have to be on Lakitu's Cloud to finish the level. Here we go, speedrun time. Slow and steady. No one panic. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it. Whew. Right between those two. I felt those spikes on my head. That's a cool one. I feel like that's more Mario Maker-esque. That's a level that you would probably see. Toad, all right, we got a cloud, and now we can hop on over. He's so happy over there. Okay, let's check it out. Get on. Let's go over. You're gonna build something over here? It's so fluffy. Yep. Okay, so now he would build stuff. So I'm gonna go back over. Let's talk to this guy. What does he got for me? I need your help. All right. Ooh, heavy stone. Oh, this is an item that everybody's upset never made it into the course editor. For whatever reason, we can't use this in any levels that we make. And I still don't really understand why. I feel like they had it, they just never implemented it. It was a story mode only thing. I think maybe they could have made it so if you added the stone in, you have to do the clear condition of using the stone. But I bet there's other ways to use this stone too. I just don't understand why they would put it in and then just not really use it at all, you know? Okay, we got that. Yoink. Like, it's great. It damages things, it makes you a little bit slow and heavy. Like, I think it's a really cool item. And you can balance it and stuff like that. Yeah. I really like this level. I think it's interesting and fun. Okay, we're gonna throw it up into the twister, grab, and go! Oh, I see. Clever, okay. So we're going to try to get that 10 coin. I've got to make sure the twister has a path with my stone here. There we go. We'll wait for it to cross by. Bring the stone so that we can get up there. Beautiful. Okay, so we're at the end. All we need to do is have really good timing with our jump. 1, 2, 3. And then we got over the top. And all done. Nice. Okay, we got our coins from the red guy. And he's probably got some work for us to do now. Oh, he's opening that up so we can go to the very... Excellent. Okay, now he's got things we can do. But let's talk to this blue guy. Oh, he's so sad. Exclamation mark blocks. Okay. Yeah, I can keep a secret. Okay, find Toad. This is another awesome mechanic that I wish made it to the course editor, is having toads that you have to go rescue. I thought this was so fun and unique and interesting. So we've got a little toad who's stuck somewhere, and we have to get him to follow. I totally get why this would be so overwhelming in multiplayer. But I think that the idea is great. So maybe it could have been a thing where, like, oh, this isn't something that works in single player, or it doesn't work in multiplayer, it only works in single player. Because they have those tags too, which don't really do anything because people can make their tags say whatever. But if it was a single player only mechanic, that's something I think would be really nice for Mario Maker 3, is if they had different mechanics like that. If this exists, it can't be picked for multiplayer. It's a single player only thing, unless you want to do local co-op and you want it to be crazy, like that's fine. This level's pretty straightforward. Just avoid the things. Don't let your little friend get hurt. And then we made it to the end. I panicked a little bit at the end there. Also super smart that they put a different coin value based on how high you grab the flagpole, because that again incentivizes you in story mode. I want to get the top of the flagpole as much as possible so I can build the castle faster. Whereas with the score isn't even a thing, man. Nobody really uses that or cares about that. So grabbing the top gets you 1-up in normal play, which is great. But the score in general doesn't really matter. All right, so we can cross here. Oh, blue toad's over here. Hey. All right. So there's one in each spot here. Okay. So now we can keep doing our jobs and expand the castle. Job's done. So let's talk to Toadette, see what she's got for us. We have new building options. What should we do? We can't afford any of them. I think one more level will get us the top of the main hall. So let's do that. Because usually the middle ones take a little bit longer. So it feels like that's the play. You do the middle ones, the bigger ones, as often as you can first to get it built a little bit quicker. This is a weird clear condition. Reach the goal after doing a handstand on every tree. I can't remember. I don't think this is in the real game. But I also don't mind. I don't know. This is like I don't know, it's a weird one for me. Like, I think it was just to show that you can hide stuff in trees. This is to teach people, yeah, we can put items in these trees. Isn't that cool? You can do it too in your levels. So, it's very interesting to me that they had to kind of balance between showing makers what they could make and still making levels that are fun to play. This one, to me, is very much let me show you what's possible instead of anything else. I like that they have the sumo bros in here. All right. Do a handstand here. It's cat time. I love the cat dives. Oh wait, I still have to handstand on this tree, huh? I did that one. Okay, climb on up. Ooh, a star. Oops, I already destroyed that guy. Another star. Star City up here. Oops. Okay, I don't need the star. Oh, we could have got that 10 coin. Oh well. Onward. And then a nice, slow, leisurely ride. Climb to the top. Cool. I think we got enough. We'll see. If not, we can just build one of the other sides first. As long as we don't do the middle last, it shouldn't matter. No, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Or was it 1300? Was it 12 or 13? Let's find out. Okay, it was 13. Let's build the left side. Then we'll build the middle, then we'll build the right side. Go, Green Toad, go! You can do it. 6 new jobs. All right. Plenty of Cheep Cheeps in the sea. So thinking about the new 3D Mario, I really wonder what it'll be. Like, I highly doubt at this point it's going to be Mario Odyssey 2. I think they've been working on something more original, which is great. I would have loved a Mario Odyssey 2, but I think having something just go in a new direction is nice. I think they learned from all the new Super Mario Bros. Games that it gets stale. If you just keep doing the same formula, you keep doing the same stuff over and over, it just gets really stale and kind of stagnant, boring for players. So I'm really glad they've got Mario Wonder. Looks so different and fun. I'm excited about that, but 3D Mario, I just have no idea what it could be. I think the capture mechanic... Ooh, that fish almost got me. I think the capture mechanic definitely will continue, but my question is Cappy gonna come back? I don't think so. I feel like Cappy is a very Odyssey-specific companion, so they'd have to have a new companion, but the cap was just like a knockout. That was so smart to have the companion be part of the cap. So I don't know what they're gonna do, what kind of companion they're gonna have, but more captures definitely would be awesome. All right, go, go, go! Nice, and we got a 1-up, we got the top of the flag. Beautiful. 375 coins, and West Hall is making progress. Next one, Fire Koopa Clown Carnage. Personally, my favorite series is Mario Galaxy. Those are my favorite Mario games. So something like that would be really cool. But I think Mario Odyssey kind of continued that direction, just a little bit different. But Mario Goes to Space, that was super fun. No clear condition on this level, so I don't have to destroy all these Koopas. It's just an added bonus. Just fun. Okay, we got that Sledge Bro. Get out of here. Big ol' hammer guys. Checkpoint. Love it. And we got Spike Shelmet. Let's see what we can do now. Okay. Oh! They're everywhere. The Fire Koopa Clown car makes you just feel so powerful when you charge it up like this. These are some of the most satisfying levels to play. Give me that. Okay, we got the 1-up. There's another one just in case I lost mine. But I didn't. I'm just going to spike these guys. Because I can. My head's spiky. Oop, not anymore. Oh. Secret Thwomp. At least I was able to see it before it smashed me. Oh no! Okay, now I only got the single projectile. Because I lost my fire flower. I do love that interaction too. That the fire flower makes your projectiles more fire. Really smart. Okay, we got the 10 coin. Oh man, if we still had the Spike Shelmet, would have been cool. That's alright. I love that. they reward you for keeping all your power-ups to the end. That's good level design. Take notes. We got about 200 coins there. Making some good progress on the left side. Our target's 1,300, so we can get that middle. Snake blocks in the sky. Snake blocks were also a new feature in Mario Maker 2. Okay, we got the green one showing us how they work. The green one's always so slow. Come on, green. Hurry up. Yeah, I don't love snake blocks, usually. It always feels like either you're waiting around a lot, or it's like too unpredictable and fast, and it's hard to tell where you need to go. So I haven't seen a ton of really great snake block levels out there. If you guys can figure out how to make a unique but fun snake block level, there's definitely a gap in the market for that kind of a thing. I want that 10 coin. Whee! Ah! Nice. They made it a little bit risky at the end to get the coin and still try to get to the top. We made it happen though. Worth the risk. So there wasn't, okay, it was like a short, you know, I guess because it was so slow and tedious, they're like, we shouldn't do any more with this level. Let's leave it nice and short. Okay, we're up to 31% of castle completion. The Way of the Shell. Ah, okay, so this one's gonna be an on-off type level with shells. We got all our pipes here. Start with the middle. It's the tall one. Okay, so this seems like it's gonna be a lot of different on-off, shell kicking kind of on-off type of level here. Okay. Pretty straightforward challenge on that one. It's just about the timing of the when you hit the on-off switch. There's a lot of these types of levels. I think I've even made a couple. This one's a very standard type of level that you'd see people making. But revolutionary when the game first came out, because on-off switches were new, so nobody knew really how they could use them. So this was a really good showcase of what on-off switches could do. Yay! We're just one-shotting through all these. Okay, we'll kick that. This one, you actually have to let it break through there first. And break through here, too. Oh, I lost it! I made a mistake! No! It's okay. There we go. We recovered. One more challenge here. Let's see what they do for the last. How do they mix it up? Now we got up and down platforms. Aha. So we gotta actually time. Yep, I gotta be more patient and actually time it with when the platform's gonna be moving. So let's do it when it's at the bottom, maybe? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And now we got our key. One problem I hope they address with Mario Maker 3 is if you get a key and you die, then all of your coin progress is reset too. That's a big issue. So they've got to figure out a way to somehow, when you get all the coins and you get a key, transfer that information so that if you die and you go back to a checkpoint, you don't have to backtrack and get all those key coins again. Okay, another 200. It feels like we pretty much get 200 every single time we do a level. And left side. Green Toad, left side is complete. Beautiful. Nice work, Green Toad. That was the best one you've done yet. Okay, we still don't have enough to do anything yet, so we're gonna keep going. Oh, the rotten mushroom. This level showcased another new feature, which was the poison mushroom or the rotten mushroom. And this is a night theme thing, because you only get the poison mushroom in the ground night theme. I do really like this. I do think the poison mushroom was a really cool addition. Such a simple addition, but super fun. And I have seen some really good levels with the poison mushroom. Ah, a vine. That should give me some relax time. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Let's keep him over here for a second so we can take a break. Okay. Oh, he's coming. I love how they're using seesaws right here. Oh no! Okay, we did it. That one little poison mushroom, man, it's like... it can be really challenging. Great level. We got a lot of coins for that one. So close. Blink, blank, blunk. Okay, the blinking blocks in the 3D world. This is another thing that I think they could have implemented these everywhere. It doesn't matter as much because the on-off shell, you could do a shell hitting an on-off switch to kind of get the same effect. So not as big of a deal, but I think they could have very easily put this into all the themes, but they just needed to hold something back to make 3D World feel like it was actually interesting. There's a lot of things that make the other styles way better, so I guess they were thinking, well, this one could have blink blocks like the actual 3D World game. Alright, we made it to the end of this room. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, we're in the jungle. We were in the undergrounds. I think the jungle theme is still, or the forest theme, I should say, is still my favorite. It was new for Mario Maker 2. I just think it's like, I love the music. I love... ooh! I love the way that it looks. I love that you can add water to it. Excellent. Just gonna skip those little bit of coins there. And... oh! Alright, going through. What do we got here? Another mushroom. Okay. This looks like it could be a little bit tricky. Oop. Alright. And we got to some safe ground. It's good. I think it's always good to add some safe ground after you've done some really hard, challenging platforming like that. It's good to give the player a break for a second. Got the 30 coin. We took a little bit of damage, but, you know, that's okay. And top of the flagpole. Okay, we've got enough to start our construction on the middle. So let's get the top of the middle looking great. We have new building options. Red Toad. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the cannon and the doors. Yeah, that makes sense. But I'd rather do the big projects first because they take the longest to go. So if you get the big projects going, and they're expensive, so once you kind of rack up enough, you can do all the smaller projects. I don't think it really matters, but that's just what I like to do. River fish in the forest. Cheap cheeps, all right. All right, we got Yoshi in this level. All right. Lots of fish. So something that I was thinking about with the whole contraption thing, we were talking about the blinking blocks, how you can recreate that in any style just using shells and on-off switches and different lengths of track. I think, though, something really cool from Tears of the Kingdom should be implemented in Mario Maker 3, where they've got like this kind of auto build feature in Tears of the Kingdom where you can set something that you build one time, and then if you have the materials, you can build it without having to go through the hassle of doing one thing at a time. It'll automatically build it for you, hence auto builds. But where I'm going with that is Mario Maker 3, there's so many cool contraptions, and I think instead of having to tediously build it one piece at a time, you should be able to make some presets, auto-build presets, where you can just press one button and suddenly you've got the entire contraption. So if you really love using a don't look left or don't look right contraption, you can just press a button and boom, it's set up for you. And that way you don't have to worry about building it every time. I think that'd be really, really helpful. And also, you'd be able to show other people how to do it. They do it one time. Maybe they don't exactly understand what the contraption does or how it works, but they understand like how to play with it. Then they can just set it up that one time following a tutorial or whatever, and then auto build it into their level, and boom, it's good to go. I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Maybe that's a stretch to auto build it, but I think it'd be cool. Okay, main hall is coming along. And we got 300 coins. We need more coins to build some more stuff. I want to build the right side next, so I need 1,100. So let's get 1,100. We got the vines here. This is going to be a vines level. Ooh, cloud platforms with wings. Nice. All right, so we've got a vertical level in the sky theme here. Vertical levels are something that were new in Mario Maker 2. It was a brand new thing. There weren't any vertical levels in Mario Maker 1. So this is cool that they're kind of showing it off here. And it is auto-scrolling. I think it's just auto-scrolling up, and then we can go left and right. Yeah, I think so. So it's not a custom auto-scroll. It's just an up and down auto-scroll, and that's what vertical levels do. Which is another really cool thing, having that auto-scroll. I think that was also new, if I remember right. Auto-scroll wasn't a thing in Mario Maker 1. Or maybe it was, and I'm just wrong. That's also possible. Okay, we got these thwomps here, a new idea that they're throwing in. Oh, big boy. Get all the money. The sweet, sweet gold. I'm hungry. Okay, star time. I probably should have waited a little bit so I could see whatever I'm trying to attack before I jumped into that. We've got a Lakitu Cloud. I'm going to wait a second because I don't want it to fall off too early. Got some bombs raining down. And another Lakitu here. Let's see if I can bonk them. There we go. Thanks for your cloud, man. Okay. Now they're just getting weird with it. They're just showing you, this is to show you, yeah, Lakitus can throw whatever you want now. You want chain chomps out of your Lakitu? You got it, boss. You can throw whatever you want. I do love that. That's another underused mechanic. I don't think enough people show off things that Lakitu can throw. Is there anything up here? Probably not. Okay. No, I missed the vine. Sad ending. Okay, we're making progress. 36%. All right. I don't want to use my coins yet. I'd rather get the major jobs done first. So let's do Goomba Clubhouse. Something I'm excited about with Mario Wonder is that there are going to be hopefully specific levels where you just play completely differently. Like, you have to be an elephant, and boom, now there's a whole new set of rules. Elephants can't jump, but they can smash through stuff. So now you have to do a whole gameplay element of being able to be very powerful, but not be able to do a basic thing you're used to, right? It's kind of like a clear condition, but done in a much better way, in my opinion. I'm hoping there are other things like that, maybe other things you can turn into, not necessarily suits or power-ups, but like you're kind of transforming into something else. So it's more of Mario being like a shapeshifter and less of him just like wearing a hat, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's how it is or not, but I think that'd be really cool. Open up a lot of variety for gameplay. Okay, we're coming through here. I'm trying to get all these red or pink coins. I think I've almost got them all, actually. Just got one here. Excuse me, Goomba. And there's one more right there. Gotta wait for this guy to get out of the way. This whole level is showcasing the clear pipes, showing you that you can kind of cross paths too with the clear pipes. Like if one enemy's in a clear pipe coming towards you and you go through them, you won't get damaged. I think that's a really cool feature of the clear pipes. And this was another really big thing that people were really excited for. Something that I'm sad didn't make it to all the other styles, but again, they wanted 3D World to feel like a very different experience from the other 4 styles that you could create in. Got another 200 coins. We're making our way. We need about 400 more. There we go. Ooh, 37%. Oh my. Need about 400 more coins here. Let's see what we can get. We got Boo's Towering House of Terror up next. It's gonna be scary. Okay, we got Boo's right away. This looks like our only choice is this door. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so we've got big Boo stacks on either side, and you've got to look at them, kind of alternate looking at them so they don't get you. This reminds me of, it's super popular now, things like this, but the stacks are usually way bigger. It's not just 3 or 4, it's like it's like an entire pillar of Boos. It's kind of the thing that I've been seeing a lot. Okay, we got a checkpoint. Lots of coins. Oh yeah, okay, so this has hidden blocks in here. So let's set up the route for us. Hidden blocks are one of the hardest things to use right. Usually they're used for trolls. And if you know anything about me, I'm not a huge fan of troll levels in general. But there have been just a few levels where they're used in really interesting, cool ways. That's another thing that I think if some really creative level designers put their heads together, that'd be something that hasn't been seen enough yet. Oh no, so many ghosts. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, we got, now winged Boos. We gotta keep looking left and right, otherwise they're gonna charge. Okay, we know the tricks, we know the secrets to surviving in this one. And this is their attempt at showing us how to make a tree-looking thing. It looks okay. There are definitely really good artwork creators out there. They just make things look really cool. Not necessarily focus on the gameplay, but just on the overall aesthetic and the experience of looking at all the stuff. All right, I don't think that's enough. Not quite. We're gonna do one more level to get that other side going on the right side. But the main hall will be done after one more. So let's do it. I want jobs. You got jobs? I want jobs. Big showdown on a little star. Let's play it. Alright, so they're showcasing now the night mode, which has low gravity. Sky Night theme gives you low gravity, which is a really fun one. I like that idea a lot. Talked about how some of them I don't really love. This is one that I do love. It's not only easier per se, so like you could make levels that are easier with the low gravity for newer players or for less experienced players, or you could just make really interesting longer jumps. You can use it in a lot of different ways, so I like the versatility of this specific... Oop! Almost got hit by that Koopa. I like the versatility of this specific night theme effect. Okay. Got the moon. I don't want to touch the moon yet in case I need him for later, but what the moon does when you touch it is it actually destroys all the enemies on screen. Let's see. Oh, let's see if I can use him here and see if it works on Bowser Jr. If I can hit it, come here. The moon Moon is not interested in helping me out. Here we go, Moon. Yeah, so it destroys enemies on screen instantly, which is fantastic. It's a good way to show us that. It fits the theme really well. And here we go. Yeah, short and sweet level. Really, really well designed to show us something else that we can make. I absolutely love that they had a story mode for this because it was a great way to be like, here are all the things that you should know that you can do. And if you get stuck, come on back to story mode. Check out all these things that you can do when you're making a level. Main hall complete! And that toad disappeared. We're at 40%. Oh, why are you so scared? Uh-oh. What's our problem? Oh, okay. So Red Toad got kidnapped. So we gotta do another Toad level. I get the narrative aspect of this, how you have to have it as the story element, where you're bringing a Toad back, so then now that they can help build the castle again. That's super cool. But just let us do it in regular levels too, you know? And this is nice that they're expanding on the sky theme idea, the night sky theme with the low gravity. Now they're like, okay, now you've played a level like this. Let's see how we can kind of twist it a little bit. Okay, we got our Toad friend. Let's go. Yeah, and the Sky Night theme, you can kind of cheese your way through a lot of it. Oh no! Help me, Goomba. Thank you. Okay. We got our Toad back. I'm gonna get the fire flower. Gotta wait for it, I guess. Let fish bones get destroyed over here. Okay, we got our fire flower. Let's keep on going. Trying to think what other games Mario games can like be inspired by. I feel like there's so many interesting like indie games out there that I would love. I bet the Nintendo team is looking at things like that, but I'd love for them to explore just weird stuff. Okay, what do we got? Red Toad is back! Yay! I rescued Red Toad. Very nice. I think there's one more piece missing up there, Red Toad. Okay, we got a lot of gold here. A lot of coins. So let's... New building options. Let's do the right side now. Oh, main hall roof. That's expensive. But we're going to do the east hall. Get that going. And then maybe we'll save up for the roof. Because that's I think, the most expensive one. So let's build this side. Okay, let's keep going. New jobs. Red Yoshi's cheap cleanup. The idea of having different kind of Yoshis is awesome. But I wonder why... Like, I feel like Red Yoshi was pretty easy to do. Because it's just fire, I guess. It's the same as, like, a Koopa Clown car. So, maybe that's why the Red Yoshi was easy to design and implement. But I would love for them to do more different kinds of Yoshis. I feel like that would add more variety. Make it way more fun. Okay, this time we'll go with the cape. So we can slow fall, get those pesky extra guys. Okay, we missed a couple here. Yoink. I love the... Ooh! Think I can get up high enough? No. It's okay, we'll come back for that guy. Oh, I don't need all of them. Okay, I got them. I got enough. Uh-oh. Yoshi, come back, Yoshi. I can't do it without you. Okay, we got enough. Now we can get our 10 coin. Delicious. And let's get the last jump here. Oh, missed. Nice job, Yoshi. Be great to see blue and yellow Yoshi and purple Yoshi. A lot more variety. 266. East Hall is coming along. Save up for the big thing. The big top. All right, we're into level 31 deep in the Windy Valley. This has got to be, yeah, okay. They're going to show off the night theme with the wind now, the desert night theme. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff you can do with this, but also it can get really tedious and annoying. I want to get that 10 coin, but you have to wait, like, depending on how you design the level, this can be used really well or really, really poorly to be so frustrating. So I think most people don't like the wind. I like it because I've seen it used in cool ways enough that I feel like it's a useful night theme to have. One of my favorite mechanics with it is with a dry bone shell, and you can play dead and then you can just go through like anything. If you play dead, you can slide through stuff if you use the wind, so it's all about the timing. I think it's a really cool way to use it. And there's stuff like that where you can use this well without it feeling really frustrating and tedious. But it's just, you have to kind of put a lot of time and effort into the design before using it in your level. Otherwise, it can be done poorly. Okay, we got a boom boom falling down here with a parachute. I should just let him fall. Let's just let him hang out. He's not hurting anybody. He's just having a good old time. See you, boom boom. Can I just skip this and fall down? No. Okay. Another showcase of the vertical level. Very cool. I think, was that it? No, there's a little bit more. Oh, if I had fought the boom boom, I would have gotten all those sweet, sweet coins. Instead, I just let him live his life. I let him be free. Hashtag no regrets. Up to 465 coins. East Hall, halfway there. Let's keep going. Toad, what else you got for me? I want jobs. You got jobs? I want them. Oh, look at this. We got a 4-star difficulty coming up. But let's do the Ancient Seesaw Fortress first. I don't think we had any 4-star difficulties yet. We've had some 3-star. Looks pretty straightforward so far. It's another on-off switch kind of level. Wants us to go in this pipe. I'm just trying to see if there's anything. Okay, I got a 1-up showing off a weird effect. This is actually the effect that is used in Mario Wonder. It's like the woozy effect with all the things on the corners. Okay, going left. Yeah, this basically shows us the whole level. It's a vertical area. It's showing us everything coming up while we slowly fall down so we know what we're getting ourselves into. A little bit slow and tedious. I understand the reasoning behind wanting to do that, but... Okay, let's see. Can I get this guy? I want that shell for the 10 coin, though. Did I get it? Maybe it was off screen. Alright, that's okay. Okay, this one, we gotta push it up. Yeah, seesaws are cool. I started a level that was all seesaw related. Never finished it. I really wish I had. Kept working on it, because I think seesaws are... There's a lot you could do with them. Okay, let's hit that on-off switch. We'll get up. Got our Goomba shoe, another item that I think's underrated, that I love. Okay, let's go this way. I want to see what's going on over here. Oh, I see a big coin. How do we get up there? Okay, I see a thwomp. This is going to be a tricky route here. Let's see, what does the thwomp do? Launches that straight up. Okay, so I gotta let the thwomp launch it and then ride the thwomp up. Oh. Bob-omb. Okay, I see. And now I let the thwomp... The thwomp's gonna launch me. I gotta kind of trigger it and jump at the same time. Ooh, almost. Okay, this is the one right here. Ready, go. Nope. Oh, that is tricky. Okay, the timing's a little bit tough. We got our thwomp friend smashing down. We got to go over here. All right, we got a Bob-omb. Gonna open that up. And now I get it. Jump, get on the muncher. There we go. Hey-oh! That was tricky. I like that. That was the first 50 coin I think that they've done. Unfortunately, now I don't have my Goomba shoe, huh? That's okay. Okay. What do we got over here? Another Bob-omb. The thwomp. Oh, beautiful. The thwomp helps me get that Bob-omb right in the perfect spot. Okay. We gotta... Oh, look at that! We can push the giant thwomp because the seesaw is so long. Okay, we're gonna push the giant thwomp up. And then I'm gonna smash him with this on-off. See ya! Okay. Cool. Yeah, this is a cool level. It's pretty long. This level's definitely a longer one. But I really like... I like all the usage of seesaws and the little puzzles in there. Yeah, this is a cool one. Can I make it up here? No. Let's go the other way. Oh, I think I have to get the dry bones. I see. I gotta get the dry bones to move around. Okay, I got the dry bones, and he's gonna go up there. What? Okay, dry bones, you can do it. I'm gonna stand on the edge. You keep going. Follow your path. Don't let your dreams be dreams. You can reach your full potential, dry bones. And then I jump on him. Yeah, this level actually is... It does take a lot of coordination. There's a lot of trickier things in this one. Like, you have to know how to solve some puzzles and be decent at platforming too. There's kind of a lot going on in this level. Definitely not a bad thing. I like it. Okay, and then it says up. Oh, I see. There's some guys over there. Right? Is there an on-off switch in the middle of that? I really can't tell. Okay, I'm just gonna... Yahoo! That was a great level. There was a lot of depth to that level. I enjoyed that. Oh, that's a lot of money there. Yeah. 829 coins. One more level and our East Hall is done. Alright, Toad. I want jobs. You got jobs? I want jobs. Let's do this big one. The big, difficult, high money one. Let's do it. Dash on, dash off. The most challenging level in all of story mode. At least up to this point. Okay, let's go for it. Speedrun time. This is a very common type of level that you see other people make. So, I know they think it's difficult, but I feel like it's probably pretty straightforward. Let's find out, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I missed one. Is that going to punish me? Hey! I still got it with 0 seconds left. Okay. Yeah, so we see a lot of speedruns like that in the Mario Maker community. But this one was actually way more forgiving, to be honest, than the ones that other makers make. So, I don't know if I agree with that difficulty, but maybe when this first came out, that definitely was probably an accurate difficulty compared to some of the other stuff. East Hall complete. Look how happy all the toads are. Beautiful. We're still saving up for that, the castle topper. So I need maybe 1 or 2, probably 2 more levels to get that castle topper. So let's do bumper jump around. I hope that whatever the new Mario game is for Mario 3D, like Mario Odyssey 2, whatever it is, I just want it to be something super surprising, something that we've never seen before, very creative, and just want to see what they can come up with. I love that Nintendo innovates. They're the ones that try new things more than any other company, in my opinion. So I just want to see what they can do. My favorite part about any game is just seeing things that are creative and seeing really cool mechanics combined in interesting ways. So that's why I love Mario Maker so much. It's like there's so many possibilities, really infinite possibilities of things that you can do, and really interesting ways to combine different ideas and different course parts to make something that is so different than any other level. Okay, we got some fallen Goombas with parachutes. That was something that they expected to be a bigger deal, I think. Nintendo wanted parachutes to be like a big thing, but I don't see people use parachutes really that. All right, almost 200 there, so we need one more level, I would say. Yeah, as long as we get just about 200, we should be able to get that top, the very top of the tower. Now let's do Master of the Trees. Another handstand course. Okay, we got our bully here. Ooh! Let's bonk him. And then we'll wall jump to get this one. I love the bully. The bully enemy is really cool. I'm really glad they added that in. Okay, another handstand on trees situation. We got 4 more. Let's bonk this bully. Get him out of here. See ya. Oh! And my favorite levels with bullies are when people use them as like a trampoline. Because they're so bouncy, right? Look at that. And they can break stuff for you. I think those are really cool mechanics. If you can use them as a trampoline, but also to break things for progress. Oop, boink. Okay, we got another tree here. This is tree number 3. I see tree number 4. Oh, cat bell. Don't mind if I do. And the last tree. Okay, this is pretty straightforward, I think. Okay, I see what they did, where they put the bully there to make it so that there needed to be an element of climbing around the bully for the last tree. I don't actually know how to get that guy out of the way. Let's see. He'll just walk on his own, I think. There we go. Get out of the way, please, bully. All right, here we go. And we... Oh! Timer. So I think the timer is important in Mario Maker 2, but I'm glad they're getting rid of it in Mario Bros. Wonder. I am very interested to see what it's going to be like for Mario Maker 3. If the default's going to be no timer, and then you can add a timer in, I think that's the way to go. But we'll see what they do. Oh no! I'm literally 1 coin. 1 coin from being able to do the very top of the castle. Oh. I knew I should have gone back and gotten that one. That's okay. We'll keep going. Upside down stretches. By the title, I'm assuming it's going to be a night theme underground. Yep, night theme underground. And this is one where every time we go into the night theme, everything's upside down. I like the juxtaposition of having the two, where you're able to go back and forth between the two worlds. What I don't like is when the entire level is just upside down night theme. I don't think those are as interesting. So I can tell why Nintendo wanted to do it the way that they did. Oh, okay, I see. I gotta change the on-off switch before I do that. Like, I love the concept of being able to go through the pipe and the world is different. I think they did that really well with this concept, but I think, but just like anything, it's how you use it. If you use it well, it's gonna work. If you don't really think through the concept and you're just like, Haha, you're underground, you're upside down. Deal with it. And then it's not nearly as fun. Alright, let's get this. And go back. There's a lot of stretch boos over here. I think they want me to just, yeah. They want me to just switch so that I don't deal with all those. Checkpoint, all right. That's scary up there. Can I get there without touching them? Oh, clever, okay. Oh, I don't think they wanted me to go here. Save me. All right. Now we can switch the gravity and be able to run there safely. Yeah. Can I bonk that guy? Yep. See ya. What's your guys' favorite night theme? I'm curious. I feel like the night themes are really cool. But I don't know. I think people are split with which ones they like and don't like. Okay, we're going up here. Ooh, that's scary. Or maybe it's not. If I go through this, it won't be scary. Oh, okay. I thought they'd have the 10 coin here too. That's okay. Let's go in the door. Okay, and it looks like when we go upside down, we can ride that platform. Ride it to the end. Okay, I was gonna say, there's gotta be some sort of hidden blocks or something here. Alright. Watch out for the Koopa. Yay. Alright. In we go. And we are done. Okay, we're up to 1709. We can officially get the roof going. It's coming together so fast. Main hall roof, and then now we've got smaller projects we can do. So, I like that. Got the construction going. Five levels for that one to be done. Let's get some more jobs. Yeah, agreed. Let us do it. Wobbly Seesaw Castle coming in. Love seesaws. Let's make it happen. All right, seesaw time. Thinking about the new generation, the next Switch, and what games could potentially be on it, I'm wondering if Nintendo's kind of testing the waters with the Mario RPG remake, trying to see if like people are interested. The newer generation that didn't really play it when it first came out, and I'm wondering if maybe that's a whole series that they're gonna try to make new games with. I think that'd be really cool. I'd be here for it for sure. But just thinking about what can they do to be experimental and innovative like they normally are. I would love to see all kinds of different games. Like, I'd love to see like even a kind of like, I love this game called Slay the Spire. It's like a deck building based game. I'd love to see something like that that's Mario related. Just something so different than the normal Mario games would be cool. Or something like, I think they kind of have something similar, but there's a game called It Takes Two, where you have to play it co-op in order to win. And I'd love to see something like that where you have to play 2-player, and maybe it's like a Peach and Daisy combo or a Mario Luigi combo, and one of you controls and the controls are different, or the abilities that your characters have are not the same, so then you can work together to get through all these different challenges. I think that'd be really, really cool. Okay, we got a Chain Chomp with his stump on here now. And then there's going to be another Chain Chomp on this side. Oh my. So many chompies. Yay! All right, Star Mario. Closing it out. Okay, 277. We're close to being able to build the next thing. And we're making progress. We're almost at 50%. We're almost halfway through the castle being done. Let's keep going. Ant Trooper March. I do like the Ant Troopers. I think Ant Troopers are really cool enemy types because it's one of the things that one of the very few types of enemies that you can't just beat by bouncing on their head. You have to either slide through them or ground pound. Okay, man, we've got some custom auto scroll happening here. You can see by it's changing speeds and it's changing directions a lot. Custom auto scroll was a really cool idea. In practicality, people don't use it that often. And when they do, it's a little bit uncomfortable. So oh, that was short and sweet. All right, we got our little Ant Trooper to bounce on. Boing. Ant Trooper trampoline. Basically a trampoline that walks around. But a little different than a hop chop, which is also kind of like a trampoline that walks around. Right. Now we can build... Ooh, we have 700. We can build something else. Can't remember if it's the doors or the cannons. Okay, what are we building? Let's go start on the left. Let's build the West Hall Cannon. Nice. Peach is going to be able to attack all sorts of stuff. What else we got, Toad? Fly by Night clown car. Let's see what this one is. So, clear condition, we gotta defeat Bowser. There's one Bowser. Oh, nice. Another satisfying. Oh, look at that! They're combining some enemies now. The Flying Koopas with the Fire Flowers. That's really cool. I feel like that's something we should see more. That's actually a really fun combo. Okay, let's go to the top. See ya, piranha plants. No thank you. Okay, now we can burn through stuff again. It's a lot of piranha plants. So many. Oh, and I think I'm hitting hard blocks. Oh yeah. There's chain chompies. Here comes Bowser, and he's protecting the goal pole. Okay, spam. The one thing I don't love about Bowser fights is just the spam over and over. Okay, I got about 200 there. That's pretty much what happens every level. And we're making, look at that. Whoa, from 50 to 54% in one turn. Look at that. Now we're moving. Boo ring course. Let's keep the party going. Another really cool idea that I had was to do a different genre of Mario game where you do like a roguelike type of Mario game where he starts really weak, or maybe a roguelite. He starts really weak and then he somehow has to get stronger over time. And he progresses the story by doing the run, so he starts doing it a certain way, but then each time he does it, he gets a little bit farther. Ooh, coins. Shower me with more coins, please. Delicious. Oh. All right. We're feeling energized with our lunch here. Let's see if we can get out. Ah, the winged ones. They're tricky. They change speeds. Okay. We got our checkpoint. Mushroom time. Oh yeah, and then when they drop from a parachute, then they can go into their boo circle. They can start as just regular boo. Okay, avoided that. We got our vines climbing up. Oh, big. I love the progression of this one. They start you off, then they make them bigger. Oh, I didn't see that. I don't think I... Yeah, I can't make it. Okay, level complete. Come on, another big jump. Let's see it. Let's go to 58% right here. Boom. 57. I'll take it. It's a big jump. Okay. One more and our roof will be completed. The Underground Menace. Okay, Piranha Creepers. Another new addition, obviously. 3D World style was new. But they showed you got to jump on them here. And... quickly! So the blue ones just go and stay. The purple ones patrol back and forth. So I've got to go quick, yoink these coins. Keep on going. Oops. But the purple ones stay for a second if you hit them. And then they resume their normal behavior. Okay, chomping, chomping. Okay, waiting. Gonna have to go quick. I'm gonna roll. Go! Close call on that one. I like the animation of them going back into the wall. It's cool. Coming out and going into the wall. And we made it. What's in here? The ending, okay. Yay, we got our 10 coins on that one. Success. 140 coins for that one. We can build the doors and our roof. Officially complete. Beautiful. Look at that. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a castle right there. I'm going to start work on the right side, the green toad. Oh, blue toad. I'm going to do east hall doors. That way we can kind of alternate the left and the right. Get them working. Construction has started. Excellent. Let's do it. 6 new jobs. Yeah, so whenever you complete something, then you get new things you can do too. Save me snake block. So we've got more snake block levels here. I'm hoping this is the faster one. Okay, we're underwater snake block. I honestly don't remember this level at all. So there's a lot of fish bones. Oh, they're fast. So the snake block protects me, which is good. As long as we keep walking, we should be safe, I think. And then now it's going to be on the top. I do like this concept. This is something that I've seen a couple of times. But I think... Oh! This is tricky. I've seen this a couple of times. But I do like this a lot, where it blocks the enemies from you. Okay, I got a helmet now. Sweet. Oh, goodbye helmet. Okay, we got a fast snake block now. Let's pick up the pace. Except for it is a little trickier when you're swimming. It's a lot harder to keep up with the fast one. Okay, I think... There we go. I think we're good on the snake block, and now... Yep. Yay! West Hall cannon done. East Hall doors. Making progress. Alright. Oh, that's a nice cannon green toad. Love the color. 63%. Let's crank it up all the way to 100. Come on. Let's see what else we got. I want jobs. Okay. 43 with a lantern. Let's do it. 200 coin. I'm down. Okay, so there's our lantern. P-switch is on a track. Oh, got it. Okay, so they're showing off the tracks, the on-off tracks, which seemed like a super cool idea. Something that we didn't actually see in practice that much. Okay, so the lantern... Oh! The lantern's showing us, since we're in the night theme, ghost house night theme, everything is dark. Okay, so we've got our lantern. We're gonna... Okay, that made some ground. Now we can run across. There's our other lantern. And we've got our lantern up top going. Okay. You know what? I actually think this is a cool level. I feel like almost all Ghost House night theme levels are garbage. But this one, I think Nintendo did a great job of making it obviously fair. Okay, and now we got a different kind of lantern. Let's duck here. The POWs are also lanterns in this. We got our POW. And I know there's the on-off block is down here. Okay, we can see with the lamp. And now we got our POW we can ride. Oh, I see the on-off up there. Do I need to hit it, or can I just keep going? Ah, I do need to hit it. Okay. Take a ride over here. And here we go. And we did it! East Hall doors. Making progress, 65%. Alright. Do I have enough money for something? What are we buying? Ooh, West Hall doors, yeah. Let's get that started, and then we just need the East Hall walls, was it? No, the cannon on the east. Excellent, okay. Let's keep on going. Bouncing through the clouds. Okay, we need... Oh, there's a timer. We need 40 coins. So let's go quick. We're in Mario World style. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh. That's a little chaotic. Dang. I don't know how I feel about this one, Nintendo. This one's a little wacky. Okay, we got two of those bad boys. I like the idea of this one, but I think it's a little too chaotic. We're gonna get it. Okay, we got two. All right, we got him. We got him. Pure chaos in there. And wait for it. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Probably my least favorite level so far in story mode. Just felt silly, chaotic. I'm not sure. I guess they were just trying to show you could make wacky things with note blocks and trampolines and bullet blasters. I don't really know. Okay, Blue Toad's finished his job on the blue side there. And Green Toad is hard at work. We need a little over 400 more coins. Keep going. Lava rising. Let's do it. Ooh, all right. We're in a castle theme. Okay, we got a skull platform over there. Dry bones. Got to move quick. The lava's coming. Stay ahead of it for sure. Okay, grab that one. I'm going to try to yoink that 30 coin. I could use them. Those extra coins. All right, excellent. Seesaw. Nice addition. I think that adds some variety to the platforming here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that they made that a diagonal cannon. Oh, good use of seesawing. Oh, scary. Okay, go. Okay, we made it through. Checkpoint, hopefully. Now we're going fast coasters. Whoa! Whoa! I love this. This is fun. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. So in this area we're going up and down as you can tell here. Okay. Woo! We got that 50 coin. Oh, that was actually really, really well done. I think it was set up really well, where it got harder, developed over time. Good rewards in there. That was a fun one. Nice job, Nintendo. Oh, we made a lot of money in there. Hey, we got enough. Okay, West Hall doors cranking away. East Hall, let's get your cannon. Let's get your cannon going. East Hall cannon, I'm sure. Let's build it up. Excellent. Let's get more of those jobs done. Let's do it. Impassable Castle. So I'm assuming everybody saw the Mario movie who would be watching this. It makes me think, now that that was a huge success, what's going to be next? I know they showed off Yoshi at the end. Sorry for spoilers. But at this point, you probably were already spoiled on that. They showed off Yoshi at the end. Yoshi's definitely going to be part of the next story, for sure. But I think they're also going to start doing some... Oops, this was a bad idea. I needed to bonk him up higher. Oops. So they showed off Yoshi in the end credits, so it's obvious that's going to be part of the next story, but... Oh, let's get him up there. There we go. So Yoshi's going to be part of the next story for sure, but that got me thinking, what other movies are they going to start making? You know that with that huge success, they're not just going to let it be a one and done. They started with Mario, but I am pretty sure that they would do something like Zelda next. A Link movie would be really, really cool. Okay, let's get this guy smashed. Having a Zelda movie would be really fun. A Kirby movie. Trying to think in order of what their like big franchises would be. I think a Zelda one would be next, and then they'd probably do a sequel after that, is my guess. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I need that! Okay. Okay. Barely survived on that one. Get this guy crunched up there. Get up there. Get crunched. Smash. There we go. And that's the end. That was a nice level. I enjoyed that one. So definitely a Zelda movie. Then I would say a Mario movie sequel. Then maybe a Kirby movie. And I don't know after that where they would go next. Unless they want to do a whole Nintendo Cinematic Universe situation. Right? Okay, West Hall doors done. Woo! Beautiful green toad. And we've got Blue Toad hard at work over there. If they did a whole cinematic universe, Nintendo Cinematic Universe, I think the next logical step after that would be like kind of like what they do in Marvel with the Avengers, where they all come together. But Nintendo's version will be like Smash Brothers. And all the characters would come together that have already been revealed. Feels like the way things are going these days. Everyone's kind of milking their hard-hitting properties and making a cinematic universe out of them. That could be cool. I mean, I'd watch it. I'm not complaining. I'd definitely watch it. But I do wish there were also some original games coming out, original movies with new characters and everything. Okay, we're doing a swimming level. I do like the fire snakes on tracks. I think that's cool. Bit slow paced here. Let's see how they ramp it up. Now we got big boys. Nintendo obviously is the master of like establishing an idea of a level and then developing it and making it more interesting, but doing it in an order where it doesn't feel out of place. The pacing is always really, really good. Oh, giant fish got me. He ate me. So now, instead of just the big one or just the small one, we got them combined. And I see the end coming up. And yoink! Oh, nice. A lot of one-ups because of all the lava bubbles that were nearby. They're short and sweet. I don't know what I'm supposed to be spending my money on now. I guess I'll see once the East Hall cannon is done. I don't remember. Maybe there's a third level. Yeah, for the tops of those towers. Maybe there's a little bit extra something there. What is Toadette telling me? Oh, okay. We do have new build. Yeah, the roof. Okay. So we do need roof on the left and the right. So that's another 2,000 coins. Okay, let's keep going. Dry Bones Lava Lurker. Let's do it. Have fun. Okay. Oh, defeat the Dry Bones. Okay. Get that leaf. Do a little spin attack. I remember this was in the... Oh, geez. Okay. This was actually in the trailer. It showed off Mario using a tail to whip the Dry Bones. I think maybe even this clear condition, like, I think this level in particular was shown off. Okay, nice and quick, because it has a lot of new elements in here. We didn't have rising and falling lava. We didn't have clear conditions. Dry Bones, I want to say, were new, but I can't remember exactly. That was a quick one. Okay, 653. We're working. One more step on the cannon. And we're at 77%, guys. This is actually going pretty fast now. I think once he's done, we're going to be at 80. Blinking Block Blitz. Okay. Let's see. It's pretty standard. So, as you guys can tell, this is on my second channel. If you guys are watching and you're like, wait, what do you mean? This is the second channel? My main channel is called Arrowstotle, and I post different types of videos there. Most often, it's like 8 to 12 minute videos about making Mario customized in some way. So that's what that channel's about. But this channel, I'm still kind of discovering what I want to do with it. You know? Trying to see. So what do you guys think? I think right now I'm looking to do some more long form stuff. Just experiments even. Oh. I gotta go fast. Hop Chop, help me out. I want some coins, Hop Chop. Thinking of doing more experimental videos, so I posted just the trailer for Mario Wonder that I made in Mario Maker 2. I have posted stream playthroughs in the past, but broken up. I think I would rather do the full playthroughs in one video, so that's what this is my first experiment on that. But what do you guys think about the format that I currently am doing for this video, where it's mostly just me talking about whatever Nintendo related as I'm playing through the game? Do you guys like that kind of thing? Do you wish that I would just only talk about the game? Do you want to see me play other games? I'm curious. Love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments. If you made it this far, clearly you're enjoying some aspect of it, and I would love to hear it. Let's see where we're at. We're gonna finish the right side, the cannon. Woo! Let's see it, Blue Toad. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Everyone's so happy. Wait, that was only gave me 1%? Huh? I feel like if you finish the thing, it's more. Let's go rotten produce. More rotten mushroom action. So some ideas for future videos. It could be me playing through Bowser's Fury. I was thinking about doing that, getting all the shines. I actually didn't do that. When I originally played, I got most of them, but I didn't get all of them. So that'd be something I'd be interested in doing. Oh wow, there's a lot of these. Oh wow, this is actually pretty tough. Okay, we got the mushroom. Well, this is unfortunate. Woo! Okay, this is tricky. Okay, another mushroom. They don't want me to have more than just a mushroom, but that's okay. We can survive with just our mushroom. Oh, man. Alright. If you go quick, it's not too bad. I was thinking about doing different playthroughs of games. It could be older Mario games. It could be more current. But also, this channel is a great way for me to pretty much do whatever game. It doesn't have to be Mario only related like the main channel. I could do playthroughs of other games or just shorter videos about either indie games or other Nintendo properties. Let's go, Green Toad. You've been on a break for a while. Let's get your roof going, Green Toad. Then we'll get the Blue Toad roof going. I'm just excited about having a channel that I can experiment with and not worry as much about it. YouTube is very fickle in terms of like, you kind of have to do what's working with minimal experiments in order to make sure your channel doesn't die. But with a second channel, I can kind of have this be the place where I can try stuff and see, you know, is it working? Is it not working? Go from there, so. Okay, so let's see. We got to get in here and fly around. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, boing. Ooh, let's break this. Oh. Oh. They bounced me. Wow. That mushroom. I should just collect that giant mushroom. Then that guy won't bounce me. I do love the fact that they incorporated like being able to have items and things inside of clown cars. I think that's really fun. They become sentient for a second and learn how to drive the car or whatever, but okay, last two. All right. Get out of here, Goomba. I got a flag to touch. Yay! Okay, another short and sweet level. They really, really like their clear condition grab coins levels. I think there are too many, to be honest. And I don't think they're that interesting. So my least favorite ones so far are the ones where you have to collect a bunch of coins. But maybe other people really love them. Okay, let's keep on going. I want to get some more creative here. The darkness lifts. Okay, is this... I'm assuming this is going to be very similar to that one where we had the lantern. We had a lantern we had to follow in the dark ghost house. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's a little different, though. Okay, so far the same. Maybe this is going to use sound effects. The light sound effect. to light up the screen for a second. Okay, we got a Koopa. Thanks, Koopa. I will use your shell. So far, pretty standard. Yes, I was right. Okay, so this is the same exact thing as the lantern, except for they're using sound effects now. Which really, it's a light and sound effect. It's not just sound, but they're using that sound effect, which lights up the screen to see everything. One of the coolest things you can do with that, by the way, some of you have seen my other videos, so you already know this, but you can actually attach that glory sound effect, which is just what it's called when you light up the whole screen. In the editor, you can connect that to Mario or whoever is the character, and then whenever they crouch, it'll activate that effect. There are a few of them that do it like that. Oh no! Oh, I see that sneaky 50 coin down there. Okay, this time I brought a shell, and I know where to... Oh no, my shell! Ah. I don't think I'm gonna get another one. Okay, gotta be careful here. It's a lot of homing bullet bills coming in. All right. Cool. Yeah, I think that level is all right to show kind of a different way to approach the darkness levels with the sound effect. I think that was the cool concept that it showed off, for sure. Get over it. Let's do it. All right, we got a wall jumping kind of level. Let's see, we're in the forest night theme. I don't know if we've seen this before, which just turns the water into poison. I really hope that in Mario Maker 3 we can have... Oh, okay, so it's a poison falling level. The whole subworld, it's a vertical subworld, and the poison falls at the same rate that we scroll. The auto scroll and the poison falling are the same rate. That's cool. I like that. Got the big coin. I really hope that you can add water and poison in any level and lava. But at the very least, I hope that you can do water in any level. Right now it's just the forest theme, which like I get that they want to make the forest feel different, but I feel like it stifles a little bit of the creativity of what you can do in other themes. So it would just be really nice. I think it'd be great to be able to bring in all these things that are just not really for any reason gated behind a specific theme. Be able to put them in a bunch of different themes. That would be so cool. In we go. Okay, we got a little bit more. Ah, here's the end. Yay! Very cool level. I like that kind of thing. Creative way of using the auto scroll with the poison falling being at the same rate. I like that. 800. We need 200 more to get started on the East Hall roof. West Hall roof's looking good. Angry Sun. Okay, we're in Mario Bros. 3 style. Sun is here. He's gonna swoop at me. Here he comes. Okay, we got a little Goomba. My favorite thing that I've seen, the coolest level I've seen with Angry Sun, there have been a couple, but one that I really, really like is when in Mario Bros. 3 style, just like this, you can use bonsai bills, and you can have those bonsai bills cover up the Angry Sun. If you put them in the corners, in that top left and the top right, in just the right spot, Angry Sun is just a lot harder to see, and it just makes it so much more interesting. It's like kind of swoops down out of nowhere. And along the same lines, you can also hide like power-ups, like the mushroom. You can hide a mushroom behind it too, behind the bonsai bills, so that the whole level feels hidden But then once you defeat the bonsai bills, you can see all these secret things. Okay, this is cool. We got our cloud platforms on tracks here. Yeah, I think the vertical auto scroll is definitely a good addition for the Angry Sun. They give me a little something I can do over here while I wait. Ah, nice. Yeah, actually, this is really well done because now it actually makes it dangerous. Sometimes Angry Sun levels, it's just like, okay, they're nowhere close, so they can't actually do anything. But this one, Angry Sun, actually is something that you gotta pay attention to. Another super cool Angry Sun idea for all of you creators out there, they can ignite bob-ombs. Angry Sun in the level and a bob-omb just out of reach, behind a wall or something. Then you get the Angry Sun perfectly timed to swoop past, ignite the bob-omb, and then blow up something so Mario can go in and collect coin or 1-up. I think that's a really cool use for it. Okay, we have enough. We can now, West Hall is done. West Hall roof, looking fantastic. Green Toad, look at that. And now we're gonna start work on the East Hall roof, and that might be the last thing? No, there's gotta be something else, let's see. Maybe when both of those are done? I can't remember, but we're only at 85, so it won't be 100%. Once that's done, it'll only be at like 90%. So there's got to be something else to do. 7 new jobs for ya. Koopa Troopa car. Okay, let's do it. The Koopa car seemed like one of the coolest things ever. I love that it was like an original idea for Mario Maker. It wasn't in any other games, but I don't know. I feel like just there weren't enough levels that could use it, make use of the variety of it. Alright, we got that 10 coin. I do love having the sideways trampolines. Like, there are a lot of levels like this, a lot of auto levels too. Yeah, this is like a semi-auto level, kind of. You just need to jump sometimes. But I think the whole concept of the Koopa car is really cool. I wonder what we could add to it to make it a little more interesting. Or maybe next time they need to make like a Koopa helicopter. So something, a new vehicle for the next game would be really cool. Yay, another 200 coins. Buzzy, the movie, the book, the ride. This is the secret reveal for the Mario movie 2 right here. Buzzy. Another coin clear condition. They really, really love coin clear conditions. Okay, but at least it's a fun and interesting gameplay where you're riding on the ride. I love these shell trains. Shell trains are really cool. Oh no! Get back on! Woo! Okay, we got enough. Oh, that would have been a big, big payday right there. Oh, we're doing it. Oh, man. Okay. I see what we needed to do there. That's okay. We got a good amount of coins. And then we could have hit with our head right there. Made it happen. And then this door is set up so that if we didn't get enough, we can go back through and play it again. Now that's the best way I've found around the clear condition is like have a door at the end so that you can go back to the beginning and kind of start over or just hit the things that you missed. But even then, it's still a little bit too tedious for me. Okay, East Hall roof, 88%. Okay, it's coming along. I thought it'd be only 90%. 100 coins under the sea. I wonder what the clear condition is going to be for this one. All right, let's go get more coins. There's so many more interesting clear conditions than just this, in my opinion. I don't know why they focus really hard on just the coins. Maybe they added, maybe I'm remembering wrong. Maybe they added clear conditions later. Some. I think they started with some, but not all of them were in until later. But I just think there's so many more interesting ones, like the don't touch the ground, you could do a lot more with. Or the defeat all this type of enemy. Or you can only finish with a certain power-up, because you can put that power-up in a pipe, and then you can get it infinitely, but if you make the pipe far enough away in a challenge of some sort, then you have to go back. They're giving me a lot of fire flowers here. Let's go this way. Immediately slapped by the blooper. What's your most annoying Mario enemy? I think for me, the blooper is my most annoying Mario enemy. I don't know why. Just something about their movement. The way they move, and when you're playing underwater, right? Like, the movement for your character is slow and kind of janky. So just throw a blooper into the mix and it's like extra annoying. At least that's my take. Oh, I'm getting real slapped. Okay, let's see. Mushroom. Oh, I've totally forgot. This is a clear condition level. I've just been ignoring some coins. Okay, let's grab these. See, now this is exactly the problem I have with clear condition levels. Now we have to backtrack, and we're underwater. I think that's the last 5 I need, though. Yeah. So at least I gathered coins as I was going by accident. We've got enough. And most creators that make clear conditions levels make them way too long, too. And they give you no power-ups. So, long, difficult, you can't have checkpoints, and you don't have power-ups. It just makes it for a really tedious and kind of sad experience. Alright. Yeah, it's a decent amount of coins there. 780 now. Blue Toads needs one more turn to finish it up. We're at 90%. We're really close. Okay, what do we got? Climbing Twister Cave. Okay, Mario Worlds. I love Mario World. Let's go in. Twisters. Makes sense based on the title. So I'm assuming this whole level, yep, it's going to be about using twisters to ascend this vertical cave here. So far, so good. They're showing us how it all works before they... Now this is the first enemy we have. I should have waited a second before just jumping right in. Ooh. Oh yeah, that was too good to pass up. I like that little extra challenge they threw in there. Very cool. Checkpoint. Nice. Now they're using twisters in the opposite way, where you want to avoid getting pushed. I think that's always a really smart way to design a level. If you're able to use the enemy or the mechanic as something that's helpful, and then turn around and try to show it off as something that you want to avoid too. Okay, we got bob-ombs. We're gonna throw that in the twisters. Let the twisters twist it up. Oh. Okay, I think we're good now. Alright. Thwomps! Okay, the thwomp is destroying the twisters. I have to somehow get through. Oh! Short timer. Okay, I have to somehow get through the thwomp twister situation. Okay, well, thank you for the extra coins. So I kind of want the thwomp to destroy all these, huh? So I can then run underneath. All right. Very clever. That was a clever level. I think the design of that one's really good. Didn't feel too long. It felt just the right length, but it had enough variety in the concepts to be fun. We got a lot of coins out of that one, too. Yay! Okay, we got 1,000 coins. Should be enough to buy something. And the East Hall roof is done. Let's see. What can we do now? Nice job, Blue Toad. 91%? Why? Why are you scared? He's scared. This is bad. We got a problem. Oh, we got to get all the toads again. Okay. I love that music. That was really cool. I should have just listened to that music for a little longer. Okay, we got to get all 5 toads that were captured. Bowser's Castle. Oh, cool. All right. Get a mushroom. I see them all. That's fun. So, which way can we go? We have to go this way first. We'll go over here. And now with the on-off switch, now we can get some more friends here. Who do we get first? Orange? All right, Orange Toad. Let's go save your friend Blue. I love how each little pathway is a different gimmick / mechanic, right? So now we're in the fire bar area. And the fire bars are getting closer together. They're smaller, but there's more of them. Now we got blue. Orange and blue. This is a great way to design a level. If you're ever kind of stuck and you don't have a ton of ideas on one gimmick or mechanic, you can have different paths like this. You can do this with a hub world too, where your central hub worlds, then each door takes you to a different little challenge. And each mini challenge has a different idea in it. Like this one, obviously, was burners. And they use different ideas where they're all together, they're alternating, they're close, they're far. Okay, now we're in the skewer spot. And the skewers are going to open the pathway. So they're both good and bad, right? You have to be able to not take damage from them, but you have to also let them do their thing in order to make it through. Okay, that one was definitely a short and sweet little area. Now we just have one more to capture. There we go, we got all 5. I think, what do we have to do now? A boss fight, probably? Do we have to fight Bowser himself? Okay, we got burners. I wouldn't be surprised if they start combining the mechanics that we've seen so far. Ooh. I had to get that. Delicious. Okay. I love how they all jump after you. Like, they're kind of like ninjas. You guys remember the ninja speedruns? Oh, those were so fun. I'm really glad they added that. That was a cool and unexpected little addition to Mario Maker 2. Oh no. Was that it? Oh, a little underwhelming for that fight. But yeah, they act just like little ninjas, but obviously you can interact with them and enemies can hurt them and stuff, but very cool. We've saved him. We didn't get paid for that job. Where are they? There. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I thought there were 5. You rescued the toads! What do I do now, Toadette? My crew finally came back. Was there a lazy toad convention? Alright. New building options. Okay, so there is one. Oh, of course! How could I forget about the stained glass? Peach. I need Peach right there. Okay. So we need 2,000 for Peach. The world's greatest cannon ride. The Ninja speedruns were great, man. So good. I can't remember what my favorite one was. Maybe it was the Zelda, the Link one. The Link one was really cool. And just watching how people figured out how to go faster and faster, like, mind-blowing. The strategies people came up with to save a little bit of time. And the Nintendo team, too, having all the different routes. Really cool. I love how they did that. It's very unique. Okay. We took the top route. The bottom route would have got us a few more coins there. Oh, and I guess that would have made it a little safer for this guy. But we'll use him to run around. We'll use this mole. He's just our vehicle here. What? Oh. Joke's on me, man. Okay, we're going bottom route this time. Because why not? See ya. Oh, this guy was in the air at the time. All right, big mole. Don't destroy me again this time, okay? Okay, we've got the red mole cannon right here. Oh, checkpoint. Now we are large. We are in charge. And we're jumping. Looks weird that Mario's feet don't actually touch the cannon. I just noticed that. Okay, let's... It's a cool little effect with the cannons. Making that design. I like that. Okay, so we have to jump across. Okay, the red cannons are fast, obviously. And last but not least, the piece de resistance. Yeah, all right. I like that one. Really, really clever use of cannons. Really well done, good development. Very nice level, I like that. Listen to how the music is totally evolved. Listen to this. I love that. So smart. The composition's so smart with the music. Okay. Back to it. We need 600 more coins to get that thing started. Why is the music so... Oh, yeah. Okay, the one thing I don't like, music-wise... Most of the music in this game is fantastic. So I want to start by saying that. I feel like some of these music box renditions, when it's night theme, just sound really weird and frantic. Like this one, I feel like doesn't exactly fit. I don't know how else to describe it. It just doesn't sit right. It just feels very frantic to me. Okay, so far so good. Use these twisters to get across. Don't want to touch that munchy munch. Oop, I did. I touched it. I absolutely did. Okay, let's go get the fire flower. Everything's low grav. Okay, almost. Get up there. All right. And fall with style. Okay. Oh, if I kept my fire flower, that'd be a good little spot. And this is the end. Okay. Nice. We only need 400 more. Come on, Toad. We gotta get Peach all of what she needs here. Dirty donuts. Do not attempt to eat donuts. The little blurbs on here, really well made, and even the names of the authors of the level, very cute. I think the little details they took time into doing definitely shine through. Okay, we're grabbing the fire flower, donut block level. This is kind of like in, I want to say it's Mario Bros. 2. You have to kind of dig through. Yeah, this is Mario Bros. 2 where you have to dig down and the enemies are coming. This is definitely inspired after that. Okay, I want to go this way actually. Get the fire flower. As long as you destroy them before they can even get close to you, you're in good shape on this one. Let's burn these Goombas. Burn them. Burn them up. I have a feeling if I keep this, I'll be able to get that 30 coin. Let's see, or maybe it's a Twister related thing. Is the Twister gonna launch me up? No, here we go. Huh? Oh, I need to drop the Twister down. Oh, that's creative. I like that. Okay, I just have to be patient with it, I think. Will this work? Almost. There we go. Twister's in range. That's where we wanted it. Okay, this will get us over there. And now Twister can twist us up. Oh yeah! Nice. And then we immediately get mold. You got mold. Oh, there's a timer! There's Goombas! Okay. We're going fast, we're going fast, we're going fast. Okay, we're gonna grab this real quick, because I like the dollars, we like the money, the coins. I'm getting this big one too. Oh, Goomba! This time I'm coming for you, Goomba. You may have hit me, but I get the last laugh this time, Goomba. Okay. Now we shall escape. And nice. We did it. Worth it. Okay, one more level and we have enough to start. We got 1800, we need 2000. Threat level Porcupuffer. I'm surprised I haven't seen any Porcupuffer levels yet, but this is probably the one. Porcupuffer is really cool. I am a fan. I know I don't like the water levels really, but the Porcupuffer makes 3D water levels, 3D world water levels really interesting when used correctly. That's like the caveat for everything. When used correctly. Nice job, Mario. Starts off not too scary. These platforms make it so you can kind of stay out of the way. Checkpoint, and then I have a feeling when we get in this pipe, that's where things are going to get a little wacky. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, big boys. We're gonna burn them though. We're gonna snap them. Do we get a big coin for this? Oh, nice. Okay. We got them all. How come no one ever questioned why Mario can just, like, hold his breath? Okay, we got another big boy. But I think... Oh no! Oh. Is it worth trying to get this? If I can burn this thing. If I can burn this guy, I will totally go get that 30 coin. Let's see if I can burn him. Alright. Worth it. Oop. Let's jump off the left wall, grab it. All right. Yeah. Another short and sweet level. I think a big thing for creators to take away from story mode is just like, your levels don't need to be long to be good. It's actually better to have your audience wanting a little bit more than for people to get tired of it and just be like, all right, when can I be done? If you're like questioning something, just shorten it a little, leave it out. Construction has started. Okay, so we need 5 turns, and then I think that's the end of the castle. So let's keep going. On, off, switcheroo. Okay, fire clown car, auto scroll, hammer bros. I think bloopers are my least favorite water enemy, and I think hammer bros are my least favorite land enemy. What about you guys? I'd love to hear it in the comments. Okay, we're going along. There's the on-off. Oh, actually, we want to go lower route. Get those sweet coins. Oh, I see, but it's a little dangerous. It's dangerous. We made it through. And we got a lot of coins. I don't know if coins matter anymore because I've started construction on everything, but I still like them. Mario's still hungry. Sweet, sweet gold. We need it. Checkpoint. Oh yeah, alright, let me just get that so that it doesn't keep attacking me. Something about the clown car makes items evil all of a sudden. Okay, the auto scroll's picking up. Oh! Uh-oh, there's a Bowser. There's a Bowser over there. I need this mushroom. Okay, I see. I've got to actually hit the thing to on-off it. Here, this makes it a little easier. There we go. We got rid of the Bowser. We're gonna on-off it. And that's the end, okay. It is cool how the regular fireball doesn't activate it, but then if you charge it up, you can activate the on-off. I like that subtle detail. 291 coins, and we're up to boop, 93%. Stained glass. Can't wait to see it. Fast snake block frontier. Okay. I don't love snake blocks, but let's see. We're going in with an open mind. Okay, we're in the underground. What is it gonna do? Oh, I see. Okay, so it's gonna be platforming base. We gotta jump over these spiky spikes. Wait for it to go through these little areas. And then we gotta catch back up with it. Okay. I'm seeing what they're doing. I like the concept. See how it plays out. That one's done. Drops us down. We're on the next one. Oh. Come back. There we go. Okay. I thought a star was gonna pop out. All right, and checkpoint. So they established the idea. Let's see what they do with it now. We've got smaller snake block, and we've got 2 going at the same time. 3 going at the same time, actually. Oof. Okay. And we gotta drop. Oh, you know what? I like this a lot. I think that's cool. I think it's cool that they had 3 going at the same time that you had to trade between. That's really smart. Okay, now we got some wiggler bouncies here. Oh, and this guy actually comes along on the snake block journey. And I think that's probably the end of the level there. Gotta go in quick before it falls apart. And a little finisher, a little summary. There. Yeah. I take it back, that was a good level. most snake block levels are bad. I'm going to stand by that statement. But that was a good one. 95% complete. Let's go. Red POW block on the move. I really like the red POW block, and I wish more people would use it. There's so many people that are like, I didn't even understand there's two different kind of POW blocks in 3D worlds. The red one explodes up to a 5-block radius, and they're trying to show you that here, but you can chain them together. There's a lot of really interesting stuff you can do. Like, you can chain them together if you put them all 5 blocks away, or you could bring them to a certain spot like this. Okay, see, this will chain reaction all the way to that 10 coin. Yeah, and it just looks really cool too. Okay, let me bring this. I feel like we might want this for something. Okay. This will break that up for us. Can we go in there? Nope. Oh, this will help. Nice. And then we'll bring this one down here. Activate that. Oh, I see. Ah, that's clever. So I could have used this one down there to get that one to extend. Oh, and this is the end already, huh? Yeah, that was a really quick little level. But I've seen a lot of really fun red POW block levels where you need to time it perfectly. You know what? There's even in Universal Studios, Super Mario Worlds or Super Nintendo Worlds has a mini game with red POW blocks. As interesting as that is. Like, it's such an underused thing, but really, really cool. As long as you get it in the right range, you can chain reaction and do all sorts of amazing things. Okay, this is the second 4-star difficulty level we've seen in all of story mode. So let's go. Parabeetle to Parabeetle. Oh, I didn't expect it to be in regular SMB style. But the big Parabeetles, they move up. So the way to get them to not go up, you gotta do jumps like this. And then the small Parabeetles, they go down actually. So we're trying to avoid getting hit by this fire here. I might have to jump down to the next guy. Yep, I gotta do that. Whew. Okay, close call on that one. Okay, but this one should be high enough up that I won't, I won't get burned by that. Yeah, airship theme is interesting. Airship night. Because everybody else has low gravity. All the enemies and things do. But Mario has regular gravity. Which I think is another kind of cop-out in terms of like coming up with an original thing for a night theme to do. But it actually makes for some really interesting gameplay. So, all right. Yeah, I could see why that'd be 4 stars if you don't really understand how the Parabeetles work. I could see why that would be a 4-star difficulty. Yay! Oh, that's a lot of money. Thanks, Toad. Oh, one more. We're at 98%. We just need one more. Uh-oh. Another thing happens. This is bad, Big Red. What happened? Meowser Showdown. The chief has been abducted by Bowser. Okay. Let's go save Toadette. Let's go save her. Okay. It feels epic already. Excuse me, Fire Bro. Gonna do a little smashies. Oh, we got a big boy. Oh, I missed. Okay, and then our bonsai bills. We got charvargs in here. It's like a 3D world enemy soup going on. They're like, okay, we're gonna put all the enemies in that you'd see at a castle. Why not? All right. Here he is. The big cat. I gotta say, Meowser as a boss in Mario Maker 2, probably my least favorite boss. I think in something like this where he has to chase you, it's kind of cool. But when it's just, I feel like most people put him at the top of a tower or whatever, and he just continually runs away. Okay. We got a little car section here. I guess we're trying to recap, like, here are all the friends we made along the way in story mode. I do like that, the piranha creepers, that you can drive on them. That's cool. And that you turn around there. I should have grabbed that 30 coin, but... yeah, there are a lot of cool elements in this one. It's like kind of the grand finale, right? Showing you all the 3D world things. Okay, we gotta get out of there. Oh, and the heartbeat is the perfect way to build the anticipation for the final boss. Is there anything in the middle here? Nope. Okay, let's do it. Ah! A big cat! Alright. This is very similar to the 3D Worlds final fight where you kind of have to run away a lot. Missed out on that 30 coin. We're going up. And we're finally to the top. It's a red POW fight. Gotta keep just tossing this. That was quick. Man, red POWs must do more damage than scratching. I feel like most Meowser fights take forever. But that wasn't too bad. And now, very peacefully, we climb up. We see Toadette in her cage, and we save her. That's another thing, man. I would love to have cages at the end of a level, and you kind of build your story. You put a character in there. Helps build your story, right? If you have a Super Worlds, at the very end, you put somebody in a cage. Something like that. Yay, Toadette is back. I rescued the chief. All right. So the Toad was working on the stained glass the whole time. The chief was kidnapped, I guess. The Toad didn't really care. Yay, the castle is complete! We got 100%! What a beautiful castle. Where's Princess Peach? Let's find her. Oh, here she is. Hey, Peach. Why weren't you playable if you weren't kidnapped? Is she gonna kiss me? Oh! Oh, Mario. Okay, we're launching fireworks. Beautiful. Toadette, mood crusher. Yeah. I love the yellow toad sleeping in the corner. Perfect. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it, dog. Get away from that button. Oh, no. Down, dog. Will he ever press it? I don't know. And then we get to the credits. I appreciate you taking the time. If you got this far, you're awesome. Thanks for sticking with me. Let me know in the comments. I really will read them and take them into account for what you want to see this channel do. If you want to see more long plays like this, if you want just to hear me talk about my thoughts about other, level design or other games or whatever it is, I'm open to experimenting a lot on this channel just to see what works, what doesn't work, what I like, what could be cool to kind of put more energy into, and just try to bring you guys some more cool stuff. Thanks again so much for watching. Check this video out right here, and I'll see you next time.